Okay guys, hope you're well. Good old meeting that we've just had. I do find them a bit tough at times because I genuinely want to give you things that nobody talks about, and I do hope you see that when we have the mindset meetings. Anyway, in it, I just want to clarify something Danny picked on. So, a little salute to you, kid. Talking about the small account, let me just flick my screens on. Funny enough, that's the DAX trade we're talking about. If I pop that out to the 4 hour, you can see the bigger picture. It ran up to the 50, but as I was explaining, it is stretched, so I'll be really careful with it. Pull it back down onto the hour. You don't see it as much on the hourly, but if you have your fib overlaid, you can see exactly where it is. And as you can see, the pressure's run out, it's going the opposite way. So that level that we identified was key. So there's the compression push point, down underneath, and then it'll look down to come further into these sort of points of interest here. It was just because we were talking to Forex and Danny about that. Oh, okay. The small account, which is what we're building up from 200 quid, and we started again as requested by you lot. This is where I'm up to at the moment. 94% hit rate, 39 positions. Look at the size of the positions. They're tiny, the 10p, the 20p. But this bit is quite substantial in size-wise. Sort of like 10 pence, that's a sizable move. I'm happy with this. And the question was about how far do I let it go against me? Well, you do kill them. There's some losses here. In fact, give us a second. I'll kind of pull it in just so you can see it. For those in the group who haven't seen this, I use BlackBull simply for the leverage because there's certain products that I want to trade and I mightn't have the ability to do it. Now with this, that's what I've done this morning. So I've done 658, but it's broken up, multiple trades in and around this area. And as you can see, the compression's pretty tight. You're in, you're out, you're in, you're out, but they're all planned, okay? But what I want to draw to, kind of just go back 3 months, it's just there. So this is like the last quarter. So there's the 200 quid we put in. And then we come down and we run it. There it is there. So 158, nighttime trade over the top, 243 minus. And then the rest of it, as you see, all the way down to that. Half decent profit. Gives us a total of that once you take out any swaps, commissions, etc. 263. I only wanted 50 quid for this month. There's the targeting point here, 50 quid. I'm way ahead of it. So what I'm looking at is that. My daily allowance. I don't really want it to go much past that. So when I'm seeing these losses here, I just accept it. I'm wrong, I get out, game over, and I know the recovery, I'll pick it up. That's what I'm driving at. But I've got plenty of room to play with. This bit here, which is I think what confuses some people, that is for an entire day across multiple trades. Not a single trade. It's my daily allowance, which is 24 quid. It's huge against that. But if I was taking 10 trades or 10 positions, which is essentially 2 trades broken up, it would only be a couple of quid on each one. All right. It's just the way I do things. It's the way I visualize it. You can put in here whatever you want. You could even just put in 2% and it'll work it out and you'll go, well, okay, it's 515. Okay. No problem. Can't go any further than 515, which is roughly where I want it to be. Or if I put it down to 1%, there you go, it's 257. Okay. Works out your stop for you and everything. I just work on daily allowances, that's all. We can have that any way you choose. The sheet will work it out for you. So how do I put this? Well, I'm going to have a coffee first because we all know Scruffy likes the coffee. But he doesn't like the Crocs.
Why?
Fucking horrible.
I'll say to take them back. We'll take them back this afternoon.
Burn the sodden things. Sorry, running joke. What was I going to say about this? You can either go trade to trade, or you can have weekly allowances, daily allowances, whatever you choose. Now, I work on my main account with a risk profile. That risk profile is 10% of the account. It's broken up across 5 days, so that's 2% a day. And then I trade twice a day on average, which is 1% per trade. And that's how I work it out. When you're on a small account like this one, you haven't got the luxury of movement. So by nature, you have to have a bigger daily allowance. Now, I just put 10% in as an arbitrary figure. And if you've seen me do this in the past, which you have, when I get to certain milestones, sort of like 300, 500, 750, 1,000, that figure comes down. So I start reducing it from 10 to 7 to 5 to 3 to 2. I start bringing it down because my position size is naturally increasing. And the position size, which is where the conversation started today, guys, is based on the balance of the account. So I hope that makes sense of sorts. The next Zoom call, by all means, quiz me on it. We have a Q&A tomorrow, so if you want, we'll pull it up a bit further in the Q&A. But there we go. So happy days. Hope that helps. Catch you soon.